Hey guys, this is X Munyam. This is my second cast. Um, this is another Pro League video. I like this intro. That's a cool intro with all the team names everywhere. All right, 3, 2, 1. This is set 5 between CJ and KT. So this is the technically the ace match, I guess, even though there aren't any ace matches. And today we have Stats versus Effort, both very good players. Here's Effort in the top right. Let me turn this down a little bit. Oh my god, when did Effort get that hair? Are you serious? Wow. Korean people dye their hair crazy things. Okay, here's Stats in the bottom. That's right, Stats had chin surgery, so he looks different too. He used to have a huge chin, and he was called the chin toss. I don't know if we should keep calling him that or not, but whatever. Nice. Got the probes mining. Now, Stats is a pretty good player. He's definitely become one of KT's like top few players. He has risen up and become probably their best Protoss. I can't think of any other ones. He's definitely an A player. He has had some pretty good important wins over. He's had some good PvP wins that were important over the last year, but he's not really too special when it comes to PvZ and PvT. So, but I mean, he's definitely a class player. He has about 60% win rate or something. Almost there. That's good. And then Effort's right here. Now, he was so good when he was up and up and up when he was playing before he retired. He beat Flash in the finals. He got a gold medal in was it MSL or OSL? Over Flash. He's that good, beating Flash. That's really impressive to me. I probably couldn't beat Flash. Anyways, but then he retired. He totally retired, and then he came back. And I don't really know why he decided to do those things, because he just came back, right? But he was very close to S class when he was in his prime. He was like near the very top. He was right up there with Flash, Jaedong, and Bisu. He has beaten all of those players, and he beat Flash in the finals. That's really impressive. Anyway, so this is a ZVP, and this should be a pretty good match. It's really, this is a tense moment between both teams. Which team's going to win and which team's going to lose, nothing matters until right now. Effort scouting wow, Stats going Nexus first. That's probably a 14 Nexus against Zerg. And Effort's not going to scout this because of cross positions, because Stats is playing a very greedy build, it'll favor him. Effort isn't going I'm pretty sure the correct counter as Zerg is to go 3 hatchery before pool, if you knew that, but he hasn't gone that. Scouting, because it's the cross position. Oh wow, and then gateway. Normally, when Protoss is fast expand, they're gonna go forge first. That's FFE, forge fast expand. But this is Nexus first. Effort getting that mineral only on this map. This map is electric circuit. Figured that out this time. Getting his 3rd hatchery, so nothing too crazy right now. The gateway first is good because what that's gonna make it that Jangbi's Stats is gonna have a lot more zealots earlier, and he might rely on those to defend himself instead of cannons, perhaps. After trying to be annoying with this drone, delay any cannon placement. If he's trying to put down 2 cannons, that drone's stopping it. But he only put down 1. Effort only made 2 lings anyways, so he probably doesn't need 2 cannons. That's a pretty nice wall. The Zerglings are going to have to go like all the way around this gateway and then all the way around the Nexus probably, unless they can squeeze through there, which he might try to do. We'll see. Walling in Brood War is really, really ridiculous and hard to do, which is why the Forge Fast Expand is such a crazy build, because it's so imperfect, and I've seen Jaedong and Effort squeeze through lots and lots of walls. Basically standard, getting the lair, getting the 3 hatcheries. Now's the Zerg's time to macro up. That's the name of the ZVP. Is you, as a Zerg, you just want to macro as much as possible and get as many units as possible, and not let the Protoss, and try and hold back the Protoss's economy while getting a really big one yourself, so that you can overrun the Protoss with units on every side of the map. Because the Protoss army is going to work totally differently. It's a death ball thing, and that's why the Protoss build going Stargate, so that he can get Corsairs to kill Overlords, so that Effort can't just build units as much as he wants and have to spend his time building Overlords. Keeping that probe alive is pretty important, but it's out of the base, so we can't really see what's going on. Effort's going to go, this is probably a 3 hatchery Spire into 5 hatchery Hydra. That's probably what this build will be, because the Spire is really important for keeping the Corsairs down. Stats is going to start building Corsairs probably right now. What else is he going to build? But the cross positions means that, well, I would say that at this point, effort is a little safer because, well, the risk that Stats took by going Nexus first kind of paid off, right? Because he got that, and he didn't suffer economic damage, didn't have a Ling rung by, and he was getting all his tech up. But now that it's cross positions, it'll probably take longer. Actually, effort just has 2 Overlords in Stats' natural, so one Corsair could probably take both of those out without much trouble at all. Effort's kind of just going, here, take this Overlord. Oh, never mind, he wants to move it away. I don't think it's going to work anymore. Okay, throwing down all his tech, getting that second gas. Hydra's Den. This map is pretty, I'd say this is pretty good for Zerg because they can defend 3 bases with 1 choke. That 1 choke that Effort has is the only one he needs. He doesn't really need to worry about defending his third that's at the mineral only. Oh, but he's taking that base now, so I'll have to defend that. That's his 5th hatchery. He's going Hydras now. But also 1 Overlord. Stats didn't find actually that second Overlord that was right above the natural. He has 2 Corsairs now. Trying to look around. He missed that Overlord too. Wow. Effort's just really sneaky, I guess. Keeping his things. Oh, tried to run a Zerglian, scouted out. Stats only has 2 Zealots. So I guess what happened was, because he went that gateway first, he was able to get a faster Cybernetic Core, which led to a faster Stargate. And that's why his Stargate finished significantly before the Spire, I guess. Because, oh my gosh, is he not going to see it again? Yeah, wow, Stats is not checking the edge of the map. Very close, but doesn't know that he's right there. I can't believe Effort dyed his hair. I guess it matches the CJ shirt. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, DT out. Stats, teching up like normal off a 2 base, probably about to expand. Whereas Effort has to now, yeah, that 4th base from Effort on the 3 o'clock is a little bit awkward because it's just kind of there and like nothing else is there. And this DT is probably about to go into it. Yeah, DT is just right there, and he built a sunken colony, so if he doesn't have an Overlord, he won't be able to find this DT. Oh wait, he does have an Overlord. There's another one. Okay, so never mind. Effort's that good. He can just, you're gonna send 1 DT, he'll just build 6 Lings and have an Overlord and take it out. Stats still off of 1 gateway. Builds his 3rd base, which Effort knows. Scourge are really good for scouting. They're cheap because you can always use them. It's not like sending them in is like that. You're going to where the Corsairs are, so you have obviously there are Corsairs in Stats base right now. And that's why, oh yeah, there is, oh my gosh, got a Corsair. Stats is doing the thing where you build a bunch of Corsairs but kind of hold them in your base and then go out all at once with like 5 or 6, which is what he has now. And then you can just like kill like 10 Overlords, and then the other team, Effort's not expecting it. Wow, but Effort's built a bunch of Hydralisks, and he's going in, but there's a Storm. I don't think he can push through this. 2 Templars already. It's going to be enough to hold off these, what was that, 10 Hydras or something? 8 Hydras? 7 Hydras now? Ooh. Look at that. The +1 finish, so those Corsairs can just go and wreck through all these Overlords. But this is pretty bad, actually, for Stats. Those Hydras taking down the front, taking down the gateway. If they take down the Forge, he's not going to be able to build any more cannons, which means that his defense at the front... Oh my god, wow, Storm, but he takes down that cannon too. Only 2 Zealots, those Zerglings are in the base, but those cannons... Oh man, those cannons are pretty well placed, so they're still defending the thing. But wow, Effort's just building a lot of Hydralisks. He's not droning that hard. All of his bases have basically a minimal amount of drones. He's only now getting this one. But he's built a bunch of Hydralisks to try and put on some early pressure. Stats hasn't been taking out too many Overlords, so I guess except now he has. And the +1, that's Spore taking some hits, because if you take hits, it's okay, because if they're only on your shields, they'll grow back. And that's another reason. See, look, he's just moving that one. Oh, never mind. Loses that Corsair. He's lost 2 or 3 now. Does take out a few Overlords, but he is very much letting his Corsairs just take a bunch of hits. Maybe that's unnecessary. If you're letting them take hits only to their shields, that's okay. But Effort's going for a drop. This is really good play. Effort already has both those Overlord upgrades. Yeah, Probe sees it, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Wow, Stats only has like, Effort's being very aggressive. Stats only has like a few High Templar, and now he has a bunch of Hydras in his base, and the Hydras, oh, Storms his Nexus. Does not work like that. That Hydra took no damage, the one right next to the Nexus. Is he going to try and focus fire on the Nexus? No, he's dropping more Hydras in the main too, as well as the third. The Corsairs come, but it's a little late. They were out of the way on the other side of his base. Not really microing any of his Hydras at all. Corsairs storming his own stuff. Wow, those Hydras are taking a lot of things. Only one kill on that High Templar. Wow, okay. How much damage does that really do? Because that definitely took out probes and zealots. Oh, but morphing a lurker, that's really smart. There's a cannon there, though. That'll be able to detect behind the mineral line. Maybe if he moves it down there, he'd be able to hit some probes at the main. Build another forge with +1, probably upgrading for ground. Does he see that lurker? He might, but he might just not be noticing it. Saves that overlord, nice. Stats finally has a lot of zealots out. He's built his extra gateways and pumping a lot of zealots. Those should be able to beat Hydras. Zealots and Storm will definitely beat Hydras. And Lurker just walks right by. That's just, you know, classy. Ooh, no. That's no good. Detect. Oh, it's over. Too close. A little bit too close. Oh, he's trying to go for another drop, but I don't know. He doesn't really have too many Hydras. He's got some... Oh, nice. He's going to go for Lurker drops. This is really nice harassment from Effort. He's really pressuring Stats. Stats is trying to move out with these Zealots, but he can just... Actually, yeah, Effort has to retreat because... Oh, but he's snowing the Corsairs. He's got 2 of those Corsairs, really weakening Stats' Corsair numbers because now that Stats doesn't have as many Corsairs... Oh, he's definitely get a Lurker drop right there. Now that he doesn't have as many Corsairs, his Overlords are free to drop all he wants, right? That's, whoa, up to 6 gateways. I guess with that third is so easily defendable. Really easy. But, wow, he's about to deny mining from both of these bases. Stats does not have very many probes at all on that base. Storms taking care of that one. But now there's one down here. If it just gets he stopped his mining on 2 bases. Stats is effectively on 1 base right now. And that's not good. Effort is up to, still on his 4th base. Stats is building more Dragoons, but Effort's mostly Hydralisk based right now. So I'm not sure if... I guess Dragoons... No, I feel like Dragoons are going to be worse against Hydras. They're better against Lurkers. And that Lurker managing to do something. Has an Observer out, finally, so he can deal with those. But the Scourge are coming. Effort's still being very aggressive, not building too many drones. Only has 6 hatcheries now. And the thing is that it's kind of risky as Zerg because if he's not building very many drones, and so his economy isn't that good. Nice micro pulling the extra Scourge away. Doesn't have very much economy, so if Stats can hold off, he has this pretty big army now. If he can hold off and push, Effort isn't going to be able to just instantly replenish his army like he would if he'd been droning this whole time, because he can't build as many units as fast because he doesn't have as many drones. Stats only has +1, but Effort has +2. That's really good upgrading. But, oh, and the Muta's coming out. Going to try and snipe some High Templar. But I think this base is really vulnerable. There's a lot of Dragoons, a lot of Zealots, and a few High Templars. Oh, the Mutalist, storming himself. Did they get 1, 2? I think that's 2. And now, the 3rd High Templar goes down. There's 1 more. Oh, nice storm, but microing away. Those probably really weakened. I like Effort's concave here. He's got all the units, surrounding in that circle. But this isn't really going to be enough. These Dragoons are going to be totally doing so much damage. And they have +2 attack, but they don't have +2 defense. So they're still dying. Dying pretty easily to these Dragoons. Oh my god. And all of his Mutalists are going down too. Oh, but Effort managed to hold, and he's pulling back. So that's when his army is crushed. And see, now Effort's definitely an advantage. He has he's a decent army to hold whatever he needs to. He's able to hold from Stats' push. And now he can, build more drones. He's traded armies, which means that he can drone, which means he'll have a bigger army later.